It'll be IU basketball moving from left to right as the Hoosiers are up by 13 points. And Baca will feed it in. Miles Rice back on the floor. He was out for a few minutes with an injury. He was favoring his lower side, and now Rice will dribble it past the timeline, and we're back underway. Hoosiers up by 13, 44-31 after one of their better first halves in this young 24-25 season. Galloway 2-handed overhand pass to a cutting Renew. Got some separation on Garcia. He ends up scoring, but the foul is on the floor before the shot. The foul's really picked up for Minnesota right around the halfway point, and already 15 seconds in, they're called for their first. It is Garcia, and it's just his first of the game as well. Inbound from Baco, gets to ball at the top of the key, who feeds Galloway moving to the left. Galloway passes it to his right for Miles Rice. Ball over his head, hasn't used his dribble yet. Now dribbles a bit to his right and peels it back out. Calling for a screen to his left from Renew, he gets that. Now draws on Garcia. Feed back to Renew towards the free throw line. Turns and fires a shot that was blocked, and the shot clock timer goes. It is a violation on the Hoosiers. The block will go to Isaac Osama. This is a Minnesota team that comes in third in the Big Ten in block shots. That was their 50th on the year. Gophers now dribbling it from right to left with Lakai Patterson. It's him, Odukale, Garcia, Mitchell Jr., and Frank Mitchell, the five starters for both teams, back on the floor to begin the second half. Odukale around the screen, driving into the lane, a high hook shot with his right hand off the glass, wouldn't go, a tiny bit strong. Rice comes in for the rebound. That's his second of the game. Rice driving all the way coast to coast and scores with his right hand. That is how quick Miles Rice can go from one end of the floor to the other.
And that's why him crashing the glass as a guard is so important, because he's able to take it 94 feet himself and get points up in a hurry.
Rice's first points of the game. He had 17 on Friday, and what was a rebound from a disappointing Bahamas trip for him. Garcia draws the double down low, has an easy pass to Mitchell, and Baco came in on the backside, got the block, and the ball goes off of Mitchell last. It'll be Hoosier basketball.
It's one of those awkward plays defensively from McKenzie and Baco, because yes, the result is good. He got the block and the Hoosiers have the ball, but he was about 3 seconds too late on rotating there and would have given up a wide open dunk had he not made a spectacular block from the backside.
I think Mitchell thought he had the easiest 2 points of his life, but instead Baco was there on the other end. 46-31, a minute and 40 in to the second half. Galloway dribbling it out to his right, draws a double. The Gophers get back into position. Renew driving left into the lane. Fake spins now to his left. He paused for half a second and sent Garcia the wrong way. Creates separation and scores with that left-handed hook shot. Renew up to 12. Indiana's lead up to 17.
Austin, it's still crazy to me how easy it is for him to get to the left hand. Everybody knows he's going over that right shoulder.
It's no myth anymore. Now Renew in his third year, obviously a junior at Indiana. Udukale faked the shot, now bounces it to his right. The entry feed for Garcia. Ballo comes on the double. A tough shot for Garcia as he was fouled. Was a tiny bit strong, but Darson Garcia will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Garcia on the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Center of the Year preseason watch list. It's been the main focus for this Gopher offense for a few years now. He's talking with head coach Ben Johnson as he gets ready to step to the line. He's at 83% on the year, well over the team average, by far the best on the roster. Staring into a sea of fans waving their pool noodles, he knocks his first one down. 48-32. Garcia, senior forward from Savage, Minnesota. Big East all-freshman team his first year with Marquette. Knocks down the second. Also spent 1 year at North Carolina. 48-33. Galloway gets it across the timeline. Guarded closely by Odukale. Galloway gets it to Mbako, signaling they move it back out to Rice. Mbako now in the far corner. Galloway with it on the near side. Feeds it in the middle. Wide open was Ballo. Extra pass for Mbako. Faked the three. Quick one dribble. Took the long two. Wouldn't get it to go. Ballo swats the rebound back out to Galloway, who then drove down the middle of the lane. A little bit off balance. Practically lost control of the ball, but he was fouled in the middle of that. It is Mike Mitchell Jr. that gets tagged with it. That's his third foul. And Minnesota's, rather, a second foul for him, and Minnesota's second as a team in this half. And they say Galloway was going up with it, so he will go to the line for a pair.
Galloway definitely had gathered the ball. I'm not sure if he was gathering it for a shot or a pass.
First time to the free throw line for Trey today, and he misses the first. Spins out the right side of the cup. Galloway still has not scored in this game. Comes into this one at 83.3%, which tells you he makes 5 out of 6 on average. 0 for 1 tonight. Second one is up. No good. Missed it strong, and Baco nearly grabbed the offensive rebound, but it tips into the hands of Dawson Garcia. So an empty possession for the Hoosiers. They still lead by 15 over Minnesota in the Big Ten opener. Just a little under 3 minutes into the second half. Bounce pass for Dawson Garcia at the right block. Draws a double. Powers his way to the hoop but couldn't score. Galloway grabs the rebound and will try and push the pace. It's 4-4 at the moment. And Baco steps into a wing three. In and out. Renew tried to tap it back up. It was 2-on-1 for IU. Rice grabs the rebound in the corner. And they say a cylinder foul against Garcia as Rice was trying to turn and chuck the ball back into play.
A tough call there.
It goes against Mike Mitchell Jr., who now just picked up 2 fouls in less than a minute, so he has 3. Minnesota's third team foul as well. And Baco will inbound on the near side. And the side out. Gets it to Miles Rice. Now Ballo between the circles at the top of the key. Handoff pass to Galloway, who draws a double back to Baco to the middle of the paint for Renew. Spins to that left hand and scores again. Renew up to 14 points off 7 of 10 shooting. Indiana has hit 50 in this game, 50-33 their lead, with 3.5 gone in this first half. Patterson driving, got some separation on Rice, got the basket to go, but Rice grabbed him from behind. And it will be Minnesota to inbound, as that's the second team foul on Indiana in this half. It's also Rice's second personally. Parker Fox re-enters the game for Minnesota. He picked up his dribble and now finds Patterson behind him. Now Fox setting a screen. Patterson going to his left, pass it out to Garcia. Driving near the free throw line. Bounce it back out for Patterson. Likes the matchup on Mbako. Now draws Renew at the top of the key. 1 second, he's got to hoist a deep three. That wouldn't fall. Ball tapped up once, twice. Third time it wouldn't go in, but Adukale somehow grabs it over Ballo. Fresh 20 seconds. Fox driving into the lane. Clever bounce pass to the baseline for Garcia. He picked up his dribble, got nowhere to go. Hoosier fans looking for 3 seconds. Ball is on the ground, and Minnesota had nothing going on that possession. It's a jump ball.